Recording in progress. Full screen. How do I get there? Here we go. Oh, I need my sound. Oops. Sir. All right. Jeff seems to be away from his desk. Wonder if... Ah. Okay, that's right. Oh, good. Randy. Randy's video is a little bit not working. Oh, there he goes. Hey. You had it covered up, did you? Here you go. There you go. Keep the dust off. That's true. It works in garages or dusty places. Or wherever you are. I guess sheds or garages. That sounds good. Works for me. Oh. Well, I don't know what happened to Jeff. When I zoomed in, he was missing. So I think he stepped away and didn't come back, or maybe he's frozen. Maybe he's frozen. I just don't know. Oh, I saw something. I saw something change there in the window. Yeah. So it's real. He's missing. Missing in action. There he is. Really? Back patio. Oh, that's toward the east. Oof. Because I don't have an eastern exposure. Yeah, that's good. I should turn on both radios, I suppose. Yeah, I just turned on my other radio so I could hear that too. Whoa! Gene. Oh, that one's loud. Got too much volume on there. Turn down master volume on mixer. Too much volume. Oh, I've been busy learning stuff. Yeah? Jeff, did you change the list? It's a Yeah. Oh, that's right. He sends it out. You got fiber or DSL? You have fiber? It doesn't work very well. Yeah. Turn to go over. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not quite as good as it used to be, but it still does. It seems pretty good to me. I don't know. 520. $528. That's not that new. 2 weeks old. There you go. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard to read that stuff. It's not so bad. You should see my desk. Oh. Sticking it sounds good to me. Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even check. I should have because sometimes I don't notice Jeff's emails. If I had to do net control, I guess I could do it. Sounded like Jeff's got some kind of nasal problems. Don't use your nose to play the tuba. Aperture. It sucks. I have sinuses only because we have our windows open all the time and dust and pollen and everything comes in. It's pretty bad. Oh, that could happen, yeah. I blow my nose for about an hour and a half in the mornings. It's just terrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I have sinus problems in the morning. But it's not, it's been that way for quite a while. I'm not I'm sure it's probably a good idea. There's Sam. Ooh. Temper the volume. I wonder if that's coming through everywhere. Perfect. OBS. Oh, see, I had the radios off on my OBS. I'm glad I checked that. People want to be able to hear the radios on YouTube.
RJA, this is KF6BWH, Dick.
Loud.
Well, good evening to you, Dick. How can I help you?
Well, I'd like to take one of your good early check-ins, please, on the 2 meters. I've got something else going here.
I'll be happy to give you a big fat early check-in. How's that, Dick?
That sounds great. Thank you very much, Randy. And this is KF6BWH back to the net control.
All right, you have a great evening and stay safe out there, Dick. K6RJA.
Okay. Good. Dick's got the loudest radio of all. No, he's in here at Sun Lakes. Oh, yeah. Promising.
K6RJA, WA6UIJ.
Another Sun Laker. That was Mike. I'm not sure which radio he was on. I think. Okay.
Yeah, Mike, this is K6RJA. How can I help you?
Hey, Randy. Good evening. Just wanted to extend an invitation, if it's possible for you, to join the Tuesday morning coffee group at Donut Delight.
Well, if I can get out of the house in time, I'll be happy to. I get kind of stuck here for a while.
Copy. All right. Well, we missed seeing you and jabbering with you there, so when you can, try.
I should go over there sometime.
If I have the opportunity, I'll be there, Mike.
Comment.
Oh, I think I hear George making a comment.
Are you sure you don't want to hear my comment? This is W6GRH.
Well, W6GRH, WA6UIJ.
You guys are doubling.
Hey, George, your signal sounds awfully powerful coming in from Yucaipa.
Because
Maybe you're not there.
WA6UIJ, this is W6GRH. I am not in Yucaipa. That's for sure. Hence the good signal. Randy, you just need to make an effort. Set that alarm clock, that little chihuahua, and you just mosey on down there and have coffee and donuts with us on Tuesday morning. No excuse.
Well, I will try my best, George. How's that?
Well, I guess that's all we can ask for. W6GRH, standing by for the net.
KS6 enemy.
uh-oh.
You have the radio, sir.
I was going to advise George that you are still a working individual putting into our Social Security, and we need to give you a little more room.
I appreciate the backup there, Sam.
Copy that. KS6 enemy. Hey, George, where are you and what you doing?
Some question.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, question.
When is this donut meat thing going on?
Oh, there you go. Gene should go.
Hey, Gene, K6EMF. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. Oh, we get a few of us together, around 7:30ish at Donut Delight, which is we're right near the Jack in the Box on Highland Springs and Ramsey, and we just get together for coffee and donuts or bagel, whatever.
Roger that. Okay. I do appreciate it, Mike. Hope you're doing well. K6EMF.
Okay, Gene, take care. Hey, George, back to you. What you up to out here?
WA6UIJ, W6GRH. Well, I thought I'd just come over and make a good signal tonight, so I'm hanging out over here in Beaumont. Went over to Farmer Boy's, had a salad for dinner, and just hanging around for the net, and then I'll head back over to Yucaipa.
Copy. Alrighty. You get a special salad there with protein in it?
Chicken salad?
Yeah, it's their version of a Cobb salad. It's got grilled chicken in it, avocado, tomatoes. It's a pretty good salad. It's quite a bit over there, so that's kind of what I felt like having today after my experience yesterday. But I'll tell you about that experience yesterday when I got back home from coffee and donuts. Quite interesting day, to say the least, and a very expensive day at that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now you're begging the question. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Really? Well, I got back over to Ukaipa over there, and I heard this strange noise as I was fixing to go into the back door. So, long story short, because the net's going to start shortly, had a water leak underneath my mobile home. Had to call emergency plumbers out there, and 5 hours later it was fixed at a cost of $2,200.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
Ouch, George. That's a big ouch.
No.
Aren't you going to make that money up on the Perry relocation fee?
Well, I'm going to do a 50-50 somehow and come by and collect a part of the recoup from you guys. I'm sure you'll take pity on me. W6GRH.
Oh well.
George, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's, I guess, the joys of home ownership. W6GRH, WA6UIJ.
W6GRH, it's KF6POG. And I heard something about a 50-50 drawing, and I want to get in on it wherever it is.
No, he's not allowed.
Yeah, because I've got to win the money there, John, so that I can recoup some of that yesterday. It's one of them things that it needed to be done, and, whatever it cost. There was 2 plumbers out there. Took them 5 hours to complete. You live in a mobile home. They got to crawl underneath that. The leak was between the axles underneath it, so it was hard to get to. And they done an excellent job. It's something that had to be done, so you got to pay the price when you own a mobile home. W6GRH, standing by for the net, guys.
Touche, John.
I'll get the next one. KF6POG, standing by.
I'm glad I rent K6EMF.
Oh, jeez. Gene's a renter. Okay. That was classic. Okay. Flip. Hello. Hello, Flip. Okay. I'm doing it all with one computer again today because my other computer's tied up doing something else. So, no, it's installing some program that takes forever, literally. I started it at 10 o'clock this morning, and it's still going. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is the new flight simulator from Microsoft. It's a nightmare. I don't know how long exactly it took, but it finished about an hour ago doing the actual install, and like I said, it started about 10 o'clock. And then it finished about an hour ago, and then I started it up again, and it goes, okay, now I need updates. And it started installing the updates. And it's about, not even halfway through, it's about a third of the way through the updates. So. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to switch you guys off. Sound, anyway. Sound off.
QST, QST, QST. Members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass. Oh, good evening. I skipped that part. Members of San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club.
Good enough. Close
This
enough.
is Randy, K6RJA, and I'll be working from the spleen of Beaumont here this evening. Although this is a directed net, any stations with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and the surrounding communities. For information on times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. Visitors are welcomed and encouraged to check in after the regular roll call. Now for announcements. Are we having a breakfast on Saturday?
Depends whether you show up or not.
That's not my choice.
Is it a club breakfast?
That's our breakfast, second Saturday.
Okay, and that's of course at the Cafe Royale. Is there any other announcements? Come on now.
KI6 enemy.
Come on now, Sam.
Uh-oh.
From my email file, today at Four Seasons Neighborhood Watch Program, our treasurer, Mike Mendoza, contacted Deputy Chief Yoakum regarding access to City Hall for our meetings and operating the radios. The chief advised that I email Mr. Ramos so that we might be able to get back to having our meeting and stuff. So I sent that off to him and a copy to Mike so that he could have that for the group, the board members. Anyway, it didn't take long this time to get an answer right back. I hope all is well. Our current emergency service director for over a year now is Lieutenant Galadita. Regarding the use of the rooms, there is currently no vacancy rooms inside City Hall due to employees using their areas for workspace. To ensure our employees are adequately separated in compliance with local and health regulations. Also, the city is unable to provide access to the Chatney Center as it has been utilized for other purposes. As things return to normal, I hope we can provide you access again. Signed, Sergeant Chris, KI6 NME.
Well.
Well, thanks for that, Sam. Is there any other announcements? You can come on now.
K6 EMF.
Go, Gene.
After that, hey, please join me on Friday nights from 7:30 to 8:30 on the Keller Peak repeater for the Keller Peak Trivia Net, and as we honor and memory for Fred, KCWIZ. Can't have fun if you guys ain't there. KCMF, thank you.
Thank you, Gene. Is there any other announcements? Come on now. Well, hearing crickets, if you could please stand by for the 2-meter roll call. If net control doesn't respond to a reply, a relay is appreciated. And so give me a second here and we'll hit this thing going. Alrighty, Joe, in 6AGB, are you out there? Not hearing Joe. How about our driver KK6BUW? Mike?
This is Mike, KK6BUW. No traffic. Back to you, Randy.
Beautiful signal. Thanks for the check-in. Our secretary, KK6BA.
Hi, Randy. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha, and no traffic.
Boy, the band gods are with us tonight. We have some great signals coming in here. Gene, K6 EMF.
Good evening, y'all. This is Gene, K6 EMF in Beaumont. I hope everybody's doing okay and staying healthy. Back to net control.
Fantastic signal as always, Gene. Thanks for the check-in. How about E down there in the hall, KN6 EMT?
Good evening, Randy. This is KM6 EMT.
Wow.
In the hole in East Kemet. No traffic. Back to net control.
Smoke, Edie, what a beautiful signal you
Yeah,
got
that was
tonight.
amazing.
Thanks for the check-in, by the way. How about Joe, KK6FYE?
He's early across the board, Mr. Nut Controller.
Joe?
I will copy that. Roger there, Sam. I will give him earlies across the board. And how about that beautiful signal that my good buddy George has, W6GRH?
Well, good evening, Randy, and to the rest of the net. This is George, W6GRH, portable in Beaumont this evening.
Pow, George, full scale for a change. Good to hear you. And thanks for the check-in. Let's see, Ken doesn't do Simplex. How about Steve, NJ6LN?
Hey, he's here. You know what, Randy? I had the doggone frequency on the National Simplex, and it looked, and I thought, well, nobody here. Anyway, glad you're there. This is Steve, NJ6LN.
Gotcha, Steve. Thanks for the check-in. Little scratchy, but I got a good copy. How about Larry, KE6NMN MAE. Not hearing Larry out there. How about Dwight, KD6 MLS?
This is Dwight, KD6 MLS. No traffic. Back to net control.
Gotcha, Dwight. Thanks for the check-in. And, of course, my good old buddy over here, always got my back, KD6 NME.
Negative traffic back to net control, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo.
Wonderful signal there, Sam. And we're going to go all the way down to Baja, I guess that would be Baja Beaumont. Pete, KJ6NRR.
Yeah, and I'm sipping an
Beaumont,
umbrella
sure.
drink here. So this is KJ6NRR. No traffic, back to you.
All right. Thanks for the check-in. Good signal as well.
South
and
Beaumont.
Mario, W6OH.
Just sticking my head out of the smoke here in Hemet. We're getting a lot of smoke, Randy, from that fire up by the 15, W6OH, Mario and Hemet. Back to you.
There's where the fire
Well,
is.
Mario, I didn't know we had it. That's what explains all that haze out there. Thanks for the check-in and the update. Dave out there on the WB6.
It's almost too loud.
Well, he must be dead. Okay, John, it's your turn. 6POG.
I'm still waiting for that 50-50. It's John, KF6POG. And the smoke is really strong here at Banning Estates. I'm going to have to shut the doors and turn on the air. Back to net
Wow,
control.
Banning Estates.
Alrighty, John. In fact, on that 50-50, I'm just going to hand my money to you. It'll save time. Anyhow, Ken, KM6BPY. Not hearing from Ken. How about Father Ron, KA6QGR?
Good evening to the net, KA6QGR, no traffic.
Gotcha, Ron. Thanks for the check-in. I'm going to check in this cute guy over here, Randy. K6RJA. KM6RRS. Can you copy? Didn't think so. Did anybody have a relay on Michael? Okay, well, can't say we didn't try. KG6SOI, Ron, you out there?
Hey, good evening, Randy and the net. This is Ron, KG6SOI with no traffic.
Gotcha, Ron. Thanks for the check-in. And Earl, Edie made it, so you got no excuses. KM6SPY.
Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Papa Yankee Earl Val Vista, and there's actually two fires surrounding Pendleton and also Hesperia. KM6SPY back to net.
Wow.
Okie smoke, it's starting early, and you got a fantastic signal, by the way, Earl. Probably the best I heard you on Simplex and 2
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Mike, WA6 UIJ, it's your turn.
Hi, good evening, Randy, and the rest of the net. Thanks for doing it, Randy. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, and no traffic, back to net control.
Gotcha, Mike, with a beautiful signal. And DJ, KJ6UUS.
This is DJ, KJ6US with no traffic.
Gotcha, DJ. Thanks for the check-in. How about Ed, KM6UWI?
Well, good evening, Randy and the rest of the group. KM6 UWI, Ed and Calamase, back to net control.
Gotcha, Ed. Little scratch, but a good signal by Cracky. How about Tina, WA6WFB?
This is Tina, W6WFB, and I request across the board an early if possible, Randy. Thanks. Have a nice evening.
Relay.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, she wants an early across the board.
Okay, I must have my squelch up a little. She didn't break squelch on me. So thank you for that, and we'll get her covered. Thank you, Tina. Flipper, K6WM.
Good evening, Your Highness of the Wednesday night SPARC nets. This is Flip, K6WM, your humble servant until you run out of points money, in which case I will no longer acknowledge Your Highness. Anyway, no traffic, back to net, K6 Whiskey Mike.
Well, you know, Flip, I'm going to take some of those points and buy a gown, seeing how I'm behind it.
Go for it.
Okay, had to catch my breath. Dave, last but not least, KD6ZJZ, our
Good evening, Randy, and hello to everyone. This is Dave, KD6JZ. Everyone had a great signal. I even heard everyone in Hemet, even Val Vista, and really strong. Anyway, Randy, you're if you listen to the recording we're making right now, you'll find out your signal is the weakest of all. I've got two radios, and it doesn't come in great on either one. I don't know why. Back to net control, KD6JZ.
Comment?
I have a selective antenna, and I prefer not to transmit down into Sun Lake.
You have a comment, sir?
Go ahead there, Sam.
No, you have a comment. Hey, did you call Mario?
Yes, I did call Mario, and he checked in.
Okay, I didn't hear him.
Aha. Well, no, he was there loud and strong. Okay, now back to the net. Seeing how that I ran out of members' names, is there any missed ones or check in? Come on in. Not hearing any. Now I'm going to have to go all the way down to the visitor section. Henry, KN6QL.
This is KN6CQL Henry in Beaumont, read you 59. Back to you.
Got a beautiful signal on you, Henry. Thank you, Henry. Not Harry. Henry, and thanks for the check-in. Is there any other visitors or anybody stopping at the net to say hello? Come on now.
Can I check in twice? K6EMF.
Why not? I'll give you two.
No, it's not allowed. No.
Thank you.
Alrighty. And thanks for being there, Gene. Okay, seeing how I have nobody else wants to check in, this is going to come to Are there any late already been there? Let me skip down the list here. Does anyone have any further traffic? Come on.
WA6UIJ.
Come on in with your traffic, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Randy. Dick, WA6NTA, is listening on frequency. Do we have any information on the fires that are going right now, location and so forth?
Why would he be listening?
I have none other than that there's two, and that's all I heard.
This is NJ6LN. There's a fire on between the summit of Cajon Pass and Victorville called the Farm Fire. It's burned 150 acres. There's another fire down near Pendleton, and no numbers on that.
Wow.
Okay, I think Earl mentioned that there's something over there about the 15, near the 15. Anybody know about that one?
Well, that's the one, the Farm
Camp
Fire
Penalty,
up
yeah.
near Victorville.
Victorville?
South of Victorville.
Wow. Victorville.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing just south of Beaumont Banning?
There was one. There was a fire there a few days ago. Maybe it's flared up. So far, right here, we're not getting any smoke. It's to the south of us.
Somebody who had smoke.
Okay. Well, yeah, I see some over here. Alrighty. Thank you for the break-in. This is WA6UIJ back to net control.
Alrighty. Is there any others? Come on now. Okay, well, let me say that we do have our club breakfast on Saturday morning at the Cafe Royale, so be there if you get hungry. It's on Saturday morning.
There you go.
And this is the San Gorgonio Path Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of each month on Zoom until further notice. And Jeff will send out the link so you can click on it and be right in the middle of the festivities. All members are urged to check each week for updates of club activities. Please check your emails and visit our website at w6prc.org. Thanks to all who have checked in this evening. This is Randy, K6RJA, and please stand by for the informal 440 Simplex net on 446.520 megahertz at 19 hours. The 2-meter net is now closed at 1846 minutes. Good evening to all.
WA6NTA. This is WA6NTA.
What?
Yeah, Earl, come on back.
What? That wasn't Earl.
Just for information, you're full scale over here.
Well, as I said, I try to avoid sunlinks as much as possible with being there and my signal.
Copy that. K6RJA, KM6SPY, clear and listening.
Alrighty, thanks for the signal report, Earl. I appreciate it.
There was another station in there. Go ahead, NTA, KD6JZ.
Thanks, Dave. I was calling WA6UIJ to, and I have no information on fires, but it sure smells smoky up here where I am.
Affirmative, Dick. This is WA6UIJ. I'm south of NTA, and it's smoky, and yeah, we can see it up here.
Okay, well, I have no further information. This is WA6NTA.
I'm surprised
okay,
he does
very
listen.
Good, Dick. Good to hear you. This is WA6UIJ.
Okay, I'm turning you guys back up. Turn you guys back up. Everybody's talking at the same time again. Okay, well, whatever.
Okay, there was a double in there.
Tail at NJ6LN.
Triple.
I need to get a hold of Dave. KD6JZ. This is NJ6LN.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, Dave, would you, I'm going to, right now I am on this antenna is a beam pointed at Mount San Jacinto, and just wondering how it compare it to my signal coming off just a plain vertical. This is off the beam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the vertical.
I have you full scale on the beam. I have you 40 over on this radio, but on the vertical, you're S5.
Copy. Okay. Well, that the beam is has a slightly taller antenna mast, just slightly taller.
Yeah, I've got you full scale. I've got you 100%. You guys are double.
Comparison.
Okay, yeah, no problem, Steve. There was another double. Anyway, this is Dave, KD6JZ, and I'll be moving over to 440.
And this has been NJ6LN. Moving over to 440.
440, turn that down. Switch this over. Oh, I don't know. Does this thing work? KD6JZ.
Loud and clear, Dave.
Thank you, Mike. It sounds good too, volume-wise. Okay. All right. I've got everybody back up. All the Zoom back up. No, I understand. That's why I have to turn it off when I do the radio. Yeah. Too many voices not at the same time, and that's not good. It's like 5 or 10 millisecond delays, you know. It's like, No. Thank you. No thanks. Oh, you still... I'll tell you, Steve's got a good signal. Earl's got the best signal I've ever heard. I don't know what he did. He must have bought an amplifier or something. Yeah, that's loud. That's the best I've heard, Earl. Actually, everybody had a good signal. Yeah. Whoever. Oh, Oh, shoot. How come they're not getting sound?
So I'll just give you one if you really need it.
God bless you and thank you.
You're
I'm going to make that my primary for field day.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
All right.
And in case anybody else needs an antenna, I happen to have an extra one, just like Jeff's, that we could use for field day, and
okay.
To help set it up and even operate over there also.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've got equipment we could donate too if we need to.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I really don't have a field day rig right now. I've got two of them, but neither one of them are meant for portable stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Although I have a portable radio that's the one I use almost all the time.
Yeah.
It's so dependable. My
Did sharpen your knives, Randy?
Well, I acquired a new one. And
what is that?
Hang on.
Oh, a knife. Okay.
So I was sharpening in it.
Black. Wow, black, huh?
Well, what it was a there's a ex-military, he's special forces for like 25 years. He retired, and for his PSD, I guess he started making knives.
Cool.
And so then he ended up on he makes custom knives, on order. But there was a company that was donating so much to their charities, the military charity. So he gave them a design, and they make it. It's his design, but they make it, and then they donate part of the proceeds to a charity.
Cool.
Well, I thought that was a good reason to buy a knife.
I bought one of those. I bought a knife off that knifekits.com. Actually, I bought a couple of them.
It's his design. He didn't build it, though.
Oh, okay. So he had somebody else do it for him?
Yeah, it's a company that makes them, and then they take part of the proceeds and donate it to the charity of his choice.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have a program. They do several knife makers like that are veterans.
Okay. There are a lot of veteran coffee companies. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Notice that trend?
Yeah, Matt Best got together and started one. He's quite a character. If you ever want an entertaining book, you can read his book, Matt Best book.
KJ6LN, KS6NA.
It's called Thank You for My Service or something like that.
Wow. Thank you for my service. That's good.
Yeah,
patting himself on the back.
Flip, I had an interesting thing come up the other day.
I'm sorry, say it again, Jeff?
Yeah, I had an interesting thing come up. I was tuning around the other day, and it was a little while after I'd been talking to you. I can't remember when. And this was on single sideband, and this guy's call sign was W6KM. And so I sat there thinking, wait a minute. I just got through talking to him. K6WM, this W6KM. So anyway, I listened to him, and he got off the air with somebody else, and I just couldn't resist. So I got on and talked to him. He's up in Santa Clara County, and real nice guy. And I told him that, I have a friend down here
Steve,
on K6WM. And,
have you heard anything back from Riverside on our permit?
Let me mute Sam for you.
All right,
there. Mute Sam's muted.
There you go.
So, hey Jeff, you know what that is? That's the beginning Alzheimer's test.
There you go.
Yeah, it's moving.
I'm sorry, Sam. I muted you because you were being loud and we were talking. I apologize. You have to unmute yourself because I can't do that. Don't ask me why. Zoom will allow me to mute you, but it won't allow me to unmute you.
But you were on sideband, weren't you, Jeff? Yeah. You know sideband that much.
Yeah, he's using sideband.
Where
That's
was
cool.
he? 36 km. It's on 20 meters of 14,249.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Well, you got to make contact with him, Flip. That would
Yeah,
be great.
I don't know why I was up there, but I was just kind of playing around.
You talk about two guys really getting it screwed up.
What do they call it when they flip the letters around, but it's all the same letters, but they're just flipped around? The name for that, I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I don't.
Transpose.
Yeah.
No, that's not the right name.
It's dyslexia, I think.
No.
Yeah,
I have dyslexia, but that's not what we're talking about here.
Oh,
it's transposing.
Yeah, there's a word. There's like puzzles. They have puzzles like that. I can't think what they call it.
There was a guy at work that to work back in the register room, you had to be able to put down all the register numbers and everything like that. His excuse not to be able to work in there was because he transposed numbers.
Oh, wow.
I do that all the time, but I still manage to survive. I check myself. I've learned to be redundant in my.
Yeah, it can be deadly when you're programming a CNC.
I'm not a programmer for that very reason.
Well, it's worse. It's worse with the mailman because he does it, and I find my stuff sometimes at the opposite last two letters.
Yeah.
No. We know what that is.
At beginning Alzheimer's, I know.
No, that's if you're getting somebody else's mail because of the two numbers are transposed. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. The last two letters are transposed.
Yeah, well, that's what we call a Know Your Neighbor program.
Oh, there you go. You get to meet your neighbor, Flip.
We had a carrier. Casey's son was his name. He was from Taiwan, and he was an engineer, but he couldn't speak English worth a damn. And I don't know how they made him a carrier, but he was constantly doing that, misdelivering everybody's mail all over the damn place. And so that's what we said that he was running a Know Your Neighbor program out there.
That's clever. That's very clever.
That's funny.
Anyway, give me a pass, who's ever doing 440 tonight. I'm not going to, because the last time I used 440, it knocked my wireless, my wireless access point into oblivion, and I got to fix that problem. Plus, I've got a new computer coming, which is an i5 4-core, so it should work pretty good. One of the small form factors, very tiny ones. So I'm going to convert that over the next week. So
update your router.
I don't know if I can do that, Flip.
What's your? He doesn't know if he can do that.
I don't know if I can give you an early on 440.
You're gonna have to pay. You have to pay something. You have to give something.
I got you covered. Fortunately, I'm calling it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
In fact, I ought to get busy here.
Since you're getting a new 4-core computer, what pretty pathetic if you ask me, Flip. Both of mine are 8 cores. Of course, I'm a desktop person. I don't do.
But
you're way behind.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
With 8 gigs of memory, and I forget what else it's got. It's got everything under the sun for $75 for a small form factor.
That's a great price.
That's hard to beat.
No doubt about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
An i5 at 3.2 gig i5.
I actually think 8 gigs is plenty for Windows, but one of mine is 16 and the other's 32.
Yeah.
QST members of SPARC, this is K6RJA, and I'll be your obedient net control operator for tonight's informal 440 net.
Meet you guys.
We have an announcement that we have our club breakfast coming in
hungry. I want breakfast.
On Saturday morning at the Cafe Royale. So we all know the drill. Be there about 7:30 to get a good seat. Is there any other announcements? Come on now.
Breakfast.
Not hearing none. I'm going to get my flippers on and jump right into this pool. So, Mike, KK6BUW, you out there?
This is Mike, KK6BUW. Back to you, Randy.
Mike, thanks for the check-in. Let's see, Dick Catanurley, Jeff, KB6CA.
Hi, Randy. Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Thanks for doing the 440 net.
Gotcha, Jeff. Thanks for the check-in. Gene, K6EMF. I gotcha, Steve. A little early, but I gotcha.
I didn't hear Steve.
Alrighty, no Gene. How about Edie, KN6EMT? Thank you for gracing us with your lovely voice, Edie, and you have a wonderful signal tonight on both bands. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go on down to George, W6GRH. Are you going to check in on 440?
Pretty
I got
weak.
you, George. Thanks for the check-in. You made my day, you know.
You must be driving home.
Okay, Dwight, KD6MLS. Are you out there?
This is Dwight, KD6 MLS. No traffic, back to net control.
Gotcha, Dwight. Thanks for the check-in. And Captain Sunshine, KI6NME.
KI6 NME.
Gotcha, Sam. Thanks for the check-in. Mr. Pete, KJ6NRR with the umbrella.
Yeah, this is Pete, KJ6NRR. No traffic, back to you, Randy.
Gotcha, Pete. Thanks for the check-in. Fantastic. You know, this is the best signals I heard you, I think, since I've been calling the nets. Amazing. Mario, W6OH.
Mario, have it back to Randy.
Always a good signal from you, Mario. Thanks for the check-in. John, KF6POG.
Nothing from here, nothing from KF6POG. No news, nothing. Back to net control.
Alrighty, John. Thanks for the check-in. How about Ron, KA6QGR? Not hearing Ron. I'll check Randy in, K6RJA, because that's me. And Ron, KG6SOI.
Good evening, Randy. This is Ron, KG6SOI with no traffic.
Gotcha, Ron. Thanks for the check-in. Hey, Earl, KM6SPY. You still down there? Alrighty, Earl. Thanks for the check-in and a wonderful signal you guys got. You must be cheating down there, running some power or something. Anyhow, Mike, WA6UIJ.
Hey, Randy. Thanks for doing that here. Appreciate it. No traffic. This is WA6UIJ. Back to net control.
Gotcha, Mike. DJ, KJ6UUS.
This is DJ, KJ6US with no traffic.
Okay, DJ, we got you covered, and you will be our 220 operator, so I'm giving fair warning to everybody. Okay, Ed, KM6UWI.
KM6UWI, back to net control.
Boy, I got a better copy on you on 440 than I did 2 meters there, Ed. Thanks for the check-in. Tina has an early. Flipper, who refuses to do 440 as well as 220 now. I got him an early. And Dave, a KD6ZJZ.
I think I heard everyone once I turned my squelch down to 0. Back to net control, KD6ZJZ.
Gotcha, Dave. Is there any members that I missed? Come on now. Not hearing any. How about Henry, KN6CQL? Are you still with us? I guess not. Is there any late or missed members, visitors, anybody that's just hanging around wants to say hi? Come on in. Well, hearing crickets. Gonna close this son of a gun down at, what is this, 1905 minutes. This is K6RJA. 73s to all, and thanks all for checking in.
All right. I got my sound back up on Zoom. And that was excellent. Actually, I think 440 worked pretty well today, too.
Well, that was short and sweet.
Yeah. Let me switch mine back to 220 now.
Alrighty, now it's DJ's turn to shine.
SPARC 3. All right. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, I have 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yep, I was quick. I blew through that like a coyote over the border. Ooh. Well, let's not all speak at once. Are we muted?
Hey, Randy, who's doing HF tonight?
That'd be DJ.
Who?
DJ.
Oh, DJ? Okay.
You definitely smell the fire. It
Boy,
went to the other room, boy.
You know, down in San Bernardino today, it was just really hazy and just ugly. And I'm sitting there, I didn't smell smoke, but you could just see it hanging in the air. And I thought, boy, the dust is really kicking up down here. But apparently it was smoke.
Yeah, because my brother said that too. He didn't think it smelled like smoke. He said, it smells like something. I said, that's smoke.
Ginger celebrities with and without makeup.
Oh, yeah.
It is kind of subtle. It's kind of subtle smoke smell. It's probably because, I guess, a ways away, huh? Thank goodness.
Interesting. Some of them are not bad. Others, my God.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know where it is exactly. I'm confused. Not Camp Pendleton. That one we wouldn't smell. I'm sorry, but I don't think we'd smell Camp Pendleton.
No, it's probably coming from the Victorville area or whatever.
Yeah, Victorville. Wow.
Coming down well, it might be down in the pass, but I don't know.
I don't know where it is. I guess the smoke seems to be east of us. There's not a whole lot to burn east of us.
No, not a whole lot. There ain't a whole lot to burn up in Victorville, and that's
No, that's true too. That's true too. And it wasn't very hot today either. It was darn mild here. I don't know.
No, yeah, it was just kind of pleasant down. I was down in San Bernardino all day. And
it was nice there
was
too.
Pretty pleasant down there.
It's like 82, I think, here.
My wind's coming pretty much out of the southwest, so that put that over there off of 15.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a mild smoke smell, but I can smell it. That's for sure.
It's a mild smoke
smell. Oh, look, I've got 21 out of 28 gigabytes downloaded. I'm really going good here. Fortunately, I'm using upload bandwidth for my stream while I'm downloading other stuff on a different computer. Anyway. Oh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know why. I didn't really expect to have fires today. It's just not too hot.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, you know, it's fire season already, so
I guess so.
There's fires up north. Phoenix has got a couple of big ones to the east of them. It's cooking.
Wow.
Going to be another bad year with them.
Probably. I guess we probably have the dry air from the east feeding it.
Yeah, the high pressure building, so
yeah,
we're losing our onshore flow.
Normally do this time of year.
Hey Jeff, did they have that ball drop today? Is that what the helicopter noise was? I heard.
No, there was a helicopter flying around this morning.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Kind of over the main clubhouse, I could see. So I was wondering about that.
I think this is Charity Week. And they probably had they had the ball drop or something.
The ball drop?
Yeah, they have a thing where you like I don't know, somehow you have like numbered golf balls and they drop them out of a helicopter, whichever one comes closest to the pin or whatever. I don't know. And you win.
They did have it today at 11 o'clock, and it was a Robinson R44, which is the 4-seat version of the 2-seat, and it's a piston-driven helicopter, and it's really, you know, when the engine quits, it takes you to the scene of the accident. You know, it's one of those kind of things.
I'll tell you what, it made me nervous. I'll be honest, because only helicopters make me nervous. When I hear them going across and they sound like they're, you know, turning and stuff, it's like,
you know, the blades are so tiny on the Robinsons. There's not much blade inertia. You know, the Bell 206 Jet Ranger has the big fat blades, right? They take it up to so many feet, they cut the engine, and they go down, they auto-rotate down gently to the ground, pick it up again, and then land again. That's how much inertia is in the blades, okay? Right. But the Robinsons, and he circled for, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 times. I think, put the thing down, man, drop the balls, you know?
Yeah. I noticed.
Building suspense.
I knew it was.
I hope everybody was like off the course before they dropped the ball.
Yeah, they are.
I think they make sure that happens. Yeah.
They're awful.
That would be pretty bad.
But you know, the company that did it last year or year before, whatever it was, they're out of business now because of COVID and everything else. So
they said something about somebody. They had a drawing and somebody got to ride in the helicopter. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
I read it in an email. They said they were going to have a drawing and that the winner would get a ride in the helicopter. Of course, you had to, you know, donate or whatever. But
that's just what I need.
Yeah, it's like, no, thank you. I don't know why, but for some reason helicopters scare me. Fixed wing, no problem at all, man. I go up in a J3 Cub. I go up in something that's, you know, fabric covered.
This is KJ6 Can I get a radio check, please?
Yeah.
Wouldn't bother me a bit.
DJ, you're loud and clear.
But helicopters, I find too many people die in helicopters.
Thank you for the signal report. The net will be commencing in about 2 minutes.
There really is no way you can get hurt in them if you do everything by the book. The problem is the pilots get complacent. They don't practice auto rotations and all this kind of stuff, and that's what you read about, you know?
Right. It's the same with fixed wing.
We used to have a customer that was a retired aviator from the Air Navy. He flew F4s off of a ship.
Yeah.
And, I asked him if he still flew. He says, "Hell no." I go, "Why not?" And he goes, "It'd piss me off if I was to die in a Piper Cub." Yeah. Or a Cessna or whatever he said.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to, you know, beat what you were doing in the military if you were flying an F4. You're not going to be able to go supersonic in sports craft.
Where are you going to go out and rent an F4 Phantom on the weekend?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they got some T-38s out there. I guess you could probably get a hold of. But
yeah, they have some. What are those Italian trainers as well? You can buy. They're still around.
Yeah,
I can't think what they're called.
Those,
the Fiats.
And the engine's only good for 900 hours. Okay?
Yeah.
What did that tell you?
Yeah.
I'd hate to have the price of renting a jet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was reading about, or I saw a video about that Cessna.
QST. This is DJ. I'll be serving as net control operator.
Oh,
for
it's
the
time.
San
My
Diego
goodness.
Pass
Okay.
Amateur
I'm
Club
meeting you guys.
for the 2-meter informal net. I'll be calling the people that checked in on 2 meters this evening, and I'll be starting here in a second.
You did, you guys.
KK6 BUW Mike.
Got the right mic. Mike.
Nothing heard. KP6 CA Jeff.
Jeff doesn't do 220.
Hey Jeff, I got you on the banding repeater. Thanks for being there. K6 EMF Gene. Nothing heard. KN6 EMT Edie. Thanks for being there. KK6 FYE was early across the board. How about W6GRH, George? Nothing heard. He may be on his way back home. Let's see here. NJ6LN, Steve.
Hey, DJ, it still gets me confused. I want to say something else. At least it's not my really old call sign, KD6JDM. So, anyway, I'm here. This is NJ6LN.
Thanks for being here, Steve. Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit, that's for sure. Let's see here. KD6MLS, Dwight.
This is Dwight, KD6MLS. No traffic, back to net control.
Thanks for being there, Dwight. KI6NME, Sam.
Pretty fine job there, DJ. KI6NME.
Thanks for being there. Pete, KJ6NR, Pete. Nothing heard. W6OH, Mario.
Good evening, DJ on the net. W6OH, Mario. And Hammett. Back to you, DJ.
Thanks for being there, Mario. You got a great signal in here in the banning. Let's see here. KF6POG, John.
Good job, DJ. KS6POG. No further traffic. Back to net control.
Thanks for being there, Ron. I'm sorry, John. I have you checked in. KA6QGR, Ron. Nothing heard. K6RJA, Randy.
Thanks for doing the net, DJ. K6RJA.
Thanks for being there. Ron, I have you checked, Randy, I have you checked in. KG6SOI, Ron. Nothing heard. KM6SPY, Earl. Hey, thanks for being there, Earl. I have you checked in. WA6UIJ, Mike.
Good evening, DJ. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic, back to net control.
Thanks for being there, Mike. I have you checked in. I'm DJ, KJ6US. I'll check myself in. KM6UWI, Ed.
Good evening, DJ. KM6UWI. Back to net control.
Thanks for being there, Ed. I have you checked in. Okay, Tina was early across the board. How about K6WM, Flip? Nothing heard. KD6ZJZ, Dave.
Good evening, DJ. Thanks for doing 220 and HF. We appreciate that. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, no traffic.
I have you checked in. Are there any late or missed members wishing to check in at this time?
BUW.
Hey, Mike, I have you checked in. Thanks for being there. Are there any others? None. I'll move on to our visitors. Let's see. KN6CQL, Henry. Nothing heard. Are there any other visitors wishing to check in at this time? Hearing none, I'll close this neck down. This is DJ KJ6US. Thanks for everyone that checked in this evening.
All right. Radio's working, kind of.
There we go.
Tunes. All right.
Yeah, he was. I'd never forget the guy. The guy's name was George McDonald. He. I mentioned something about being a pilot, and it offended him. He says, "I'm an aviator. Anybody can land on a runway."
Aviators land on carriers. Is that the difference? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's yeah. You're an aviator in the Navy. You're a pilot in the Air Force.
Oh, okay.
His thing was, you have a 15, however long a runway is. We got plenty of room.
Yeah, but they have a string that grabs you on the carrier, so it's kind of cheating.
They always did have a big ego, Randy.
Oh, well, yeah, fighter pilots, it goes with the territory.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
He used to, I remember one time he came up, he lived in San Diego, he came up and he had a Porsche and it was raining and he had the windshield wipers off. I mean, not just the blade, the whole windshield wiper arm. And I go, why do you have those off? He goes, it's a Porsche. You know,
Yeah.
what do I need windshield wipers for? And I said, well, when it rains. He goes, yeah, well, I got them in the trunk. I need you to help me put them on.
Yeah,
if you're clever, you just apply Rain-X
well,
before it rains.
He said he didn't need it running down the freeway. You know,
if you have Rain-X, believe me, you don't need it. It works well. It just doesn't stay on there for very long. That's the only problem with Rain-X. It works really well, but you know, windshield wipers have become incredibly expensive. Have you noticed that? They used to be so cheap, and now you know you buy them. You used to buy them in a pair. Now they're sold individually. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, they don't last as long either.
No.
The season and.
Yeah, exactly. They last about 1 year.
I think it's by design.
Exactly. Everything's made in China now.
And this way you sell one every year. I mean, you sell a set every year. So, hey, repeat customers.
Like I said, trust me, Rain-X works great. You just have to know how to apply it and apply it while it's dry before you got in the rain. And it works amazingly well.
Well, you know, that's the same thing as razor blades, okay? They could make a razor blade that would last forever, but the problem is that's bad for business.
That's true, huh? I'm sure they can make a windshield wiper with the proper silicon, you know, product on there that could last for 10 years. Probably wouldn't cost much more.
My brother-in-law was involved in a company that the guy invented a garage door opener. Remember the old spring kind with the flip up?
Oh yeah.
Two springs on, or 4 springs on each side. Now
dangerous.
You can break and fly.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
He came up with a compression spring that was inside of a can. It looked like a big shock absorber.
Oh, okay.
That you put in, and they who was Stanley bought them out. And then they just threw the whole patent and everything in the trash can. And the guy, because Stanley told him, he goes, well, why would I want to buy these? These things last forever. You know, this way we always sell.
What they did is they changed those springs so they have like a link goes through them. So if they break, they don't fly everywhere. They have like a chain or something in the inside.
Yeah, a cable or a chain.
Yeah, a cable or chain or something.
Well, anyhow, they bought the company, and then they just closed it up and threw away the patent.
I think any house that was made after like 1985 has roll-up doors.
Yeah, now they're all roll-up.
They're all roll-up doors.
And the springs are contained with the shaft through the shaft through them.
Yeah.
They eliminated all that problem.
It was weird when we lived in Tustin. We had a triple car garage. We had 3 garage doors. And it wouldn't be surprised, you know, it just happened all the time. I'd be sleeping or something. One of the springs would let loose. And we could see the dent it made in the ceiling of the garage. You know?
Deadly. They'd go through
it's
windshields.
Dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, they were deadly. Anyhow, I mean, it was a great idea, but...
yeah. Unfortunately, things break. I think it has to be considered. Things get old, rusty, and break. Especially springs.
Oh, yeah.
Springs are notorious.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, like Formula 1 cars and everything run pneumatic valves. There's little air cylinders, you know.
Yep.
Which work remarkably well.
They work incredibly well. They don't have to worry about the seals.
Hey, Sam, are you going to be around tomorrow?
Sam. Oh, I'm sorry. I muted Sam. Sam, you're muted. I apologize. It was from long ago.
You're still muted, Sam.
Still muted.
It's my fault. I asked him to mute. There he goes. Got it. You got it.
Are you around tomorrow, Sam?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. We'll hook up sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool. So, Saturday is breakfast. I'm hungry.
Thank God you're ahead.
Because God Almighty, I'm hungry.
I don't know if I can wait till Saturday. I didn't have dinner, as you can tell. I usually have supper before this, but I was too busy today.
Well, I had a late lunch, so I didn't bother with dinner. I'll have something light tonight.
I had kind of a late lunch, so
Like an ice cream cone?
There you
Something
go.
like that. Bowl of ice cream. But hey, I'll put nuts on it, so it'll be make up for it.
There you go. Make it healthier.
Yeah, make it healthy.
Nuts are good with ice cream. Oh, I want me a sundae.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. The good old days. Go down to Baskin Robbins. I guess I don't know. Is that one over by Albertson still there? I never went there. I'm afraid it went out of business because I never went there.
You know, it's funny because, in fact, I just noticed today when down in San Bernardino, the Golden Corral's been closed. It's still closed. And the hometown buffet there on Redlands Boulevard is gone.
Oh,
it's
that's too
closed in history.
Wow.
It's empty.
I can see buffets probably did make it through the pandemic, huh? Kind of understand why, I think, if you think about it carefully.
You know, if they had everybody spaced out or had, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's because of the community food, probably.
Yeah, exactly. It's gross anyway, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Especially you have to trust everybody to be kind of, you know.
Yeah, hygienic.
Exactly.
And you know all those little rabid kids running around there aren't.
No.
Disease spreading vermin.
Children are little, what do they call them? What do we used to say? Little. I forget already.
The bacteria, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you just got to remember you were a pus pocket of bacteria. When
I was when I was a kid. I had everything before I was 5. I had every goddamn thing what you could have: measles, mumps, chicken pox. I had it all before I was 5. I had my tonsils out because I also had that problem.
I almost had mine out.
But somehow I managed to be good after that. I'm pretty resilient as far as getting sick now. So I grew out of it. What can we say?
Let's stay awake.
No kidding, huh? Okay. Hey, it's almost time.
Getting close.
Oh, we got another minute, I guess, huh? Should turn up my sound. Volumed up.
So it sounds like we don't have a meeting room at all anymore, do we?
Not until, things get completely normal, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could find another place. We have to go to, what is it, the Beaumont Senior Center? We try that again. Maybe they'll let us in.
I think we're homeless.
I think we are homeless.
We can always set up behind Home Depot.
Or under the freeway.
We can meet at the park or something.
But,
QST to QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Club. This is DJ, KJ6UUS. I'll be working as net control this evening from my home QTH here in Manning, California. Although this is a directed net, any station may break it at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass, the cities and towns of Beaumont, Manning, and the surrounding communities. Information on times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6trc.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into our weekly nets after the regular roll call. Now for announcements, I do have a couple here. Let's see here. The club breakfast is this Saturday at Cafe Royale in Calamasa at 8 o'clock a.m. And the next announcement is don't forget about Tuesdays. There is kind of like a little informal donut gathering here at Donut Delight here at let's see, I believe at Highland Springs and Ramsey, 4th, 6th Street, depending on what side of the street you're on. Are there any other announcements for the net this evening? Hearing none, please stand by for the roll call. If any station is not heard or acknowledged by the net control operator, please give a relay. I'll gladly get them in, please. Let's start off here with KK6 UW Mike. Nothing heard. Let's see here. KD6 Jeff.
Hi DJ, this is Jeff Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Thanks for doing the HF net.
Thanks for being there, Jeff. Let's see here. W6GRH. George, are you home yet? Nothing heard. NJ6LN Steve.
Hey, good evening to you, NJ. This is NJ6LN, and DJ, you coming in here about 35 over. The only person in the club that's the last few out of the water is Father Ron. He's coming in full scale.
You know what? You're about 40 over, so you're doing pretty good.
Amazing. Okay, thanks.
Let's see here. KI6 NME Sam.
This is Kilo India 6 November Mike Echo. Fine job there, DJ. Back to net control.
Thanks for being there, Sam. NJ6 and RR Pete.
This is Pete, KJ6 and RR. No traffic. Back to you, DJ.
Thanks for being there, Pete. Have you checked in? W6OH Mario. Nothing heard. KF6POG John.
This is John, KF6POG, and you must have your amp on. So Sam's 40 over and you're topping him. Back to net control.
No, I'm barefoot tonight. Okay, let's see here. KA6QGR, Ron.
Good evening to the net, KA6QGR.
Thanks for being there, Ron. K6RJ, Randy.
I'm here, DJ, K6RJA, and thanks for doing the net.
Thanks for being there, Randy. KG6SOI, Ron.
Good evening, DJ and the net. This is Ron, KG6SOI. I have you at 40 over.
Thanks for being there, Ron. Yeah, go ahead and give me it again. Let me see. I wasn't looking at the screen to see what you were.
Yeah, you were 40 over.
Yep, you're 40 over also. Thanks for being there. KM6SCY, Earl. I believe he's in there. Does anybody have a relay for Earl?
He's there.
Okay, Earl, I have you checked in. Thanks for being there. WA6UIJ, Mike.
Hey DJ, good evening. You are about 15 over, peaking over here. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, back to net control.
Mike, you're 20 over. Thanks for being there. This is DJ, KJ6UF. I'll check myself in. KM6, UWI, Ed. Nothing heard. Does anybody have a relay on Ed?
Nothing heard here.
Okay, moving on to, see, Tina was early, so I'll move on to Flip, K6WM.
Yeah, good evening, DJ on the HF net. You're doing 20 over at my QTH. DJ sounding really good. Thanks for doing the net. We're running 60 watts tonight, so I got the linear off. Anyway, back to net, K6WM.
You know, your 60 watts is getting me at, you're 20 over here, so you're doing pretty good. KD6, Dave.
Okay, yeah, DJ, I've got you 20 over. Also, Ron, SOI was 20 over. Of course, Flip is 40 over because he's like right next door. Anyway, thanks for doing the net. No traffic, KD6JZ.
Are there any late miss members that wish to check in at this time?
That was weird.
Hearing none, are there any visitors wishing to check in? Okay, this completes the roll call. The St. Antonio Pass Amateur Club meets the fourth Thursday of each month at 7 o'clock. We are doing Zoom. It sounds like we'll probably be doing Zoom for a little bit longer with the news that we had tonight. Let's see. All members are urged to for club activities. Please check your email and visit our website at w6trc.org. For the Diddy chasers out there, please go to 145.800 megahertz and stand by for instructions. This is DJ KJ6UUS. The net is now closed at 19:36 hours. Thanks for all the attention this evening.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out.
Okay. I remember you said something one day you forgot it.
I just got to get
Anyway, so see you guys later. Goodbye.
Alrighty, guys.
I'm out of here.
Another fun-filled night.
The meeting is over. We'll catch you next week. Catch you next week. Oh, meeting for all. All right, let's close this out too. Goodbye, YouTubers. Thanks for checking in on my stream. Sorry it was slightly lamer than usual. Apologize for the bad sound at the beginning. Anyway.